All right, we're live. We are here already, and welcome to you here in this co-creation in this moment. Yes, let's have the social medias sharing done as we are preparing live now. As we are preparing ourselves for this live and to exchange with you, with us, we're going through some stuff in this follow-up, what we have been doing yesterday. Yes. All right. So how are you doing today? Very well, isn't it? We're absolutely thrilled to be right here, right now, with all of you in this eternal moment where we're sharing. So, how are you doing today? So, this is working. This is good. And this amazing moment, eternity. This moment is for the eternity. So, we are going to come to explore more what we said in part one, to go a little bit more deeper into it. There is more to be said about that, but it's all in the exploration of the experience that Max had during this time with his friends, family, with Roxanne and everyone else. Yes, because there's an eternity in there. There is experiences that now are in the memory. And let's start with memory, because we have something to say about memory. What is the memory? Well, you have no memory. That is the thing. But we will keep talking about memory because that's what you understand. We're not yet in a place where we can completely change the terminology that is understood on your planet. You perceive it as memory. Memory is time. However, as you know, there is no time, so there can be no memory because memory is linked, it cannot be separated from a time-based experience, which is what you are having. That's why you have this construct that is the memory. Memory is created in the moment, even though it's supposed to be the recollection of all of your life, but you do not recollect all of your life. You are just recollecting, well, a little bit of it. Well, it's created in the moment, and what is created in the moment is what you need in the moment. So it's not memory, it's what you need in the moment that comes to you. What we are saying here is that you have, and we touched already on this, you have a terminology that you use in order to explain concept and what is going on with you humans that you are using so that you are making sense for yourself. However, that is a limitation because you do not have the access to all of it. So you are giving yourself that you are able to give to yourself so that you can perceive it and understand it. It's the human experience. Is there a memory in the human experience? Yes. In the human experience, which is time-based. When you are in time, you're having a human experience. And in that, there is a memory, but you are not time. Time is not what you are. Time is a tool that you are using. That's what it is. You do not create yourself with time. You create time in the human experience. This is something that we just explore with Max, is that you perceive this experience coming, right, with time being part of it. So you perceive yourself as time-based. Or human, the creation of human necessitate time with it. No. Time is a tool that you use. It's not something that you are. So that time is there for you as a tool to be used. And therefore, the memory which comes, which gives you the experience of time, well, it's created as time is created in the moment. So this gives you an idea of how you are evolving. In this moment, human beings are evolving. And your evolution is, for some of you, appearing very clearly in your field, in your understanding of yourself, in the way you perceive, oh, I'm changing, I've changed, I'm not the same as before. Which brings us to the experience that Max has been having lately of realizing his change, his evolution, his not being the same, is jumping into a new, what you will call new timeline. It's not a timeline, it's a new self. It's a new self of expression, of discovery, of being, of evolution. I've evolved. Oh, look at me. It's done. And when you perceive it, it's that it's already done. You are that new self already. So what happened? Yeah, what happened is that the human experience of moving from one experience to the next experience, and then using those experiences as a evolution, as a change, as a discovery of the self, with then the memory of having certain thing introducing the change. But it's not introducing. That's what time fucked up for you, is that then you say, oh, that was happening, I was having the signs, I was having this, I was having that, so that now I have the change. No, the change already happened. Then you have the perception of the signs that tells you you changed. That in time you think that it's a linear evolution where this happened, then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, so that I can evolve into a new. No, no, you are new now, and now you are perceiving it, and now you are realizing it, and now you are exploring it, and now you are recognizing it, and now you are being it. You see how things are different when you change perspective? When you have the perspective of externalization in time, you perceive things to being linked one with the other, and one bringing the next in time. When you let go of that as being the standard, but you give yourself the experience of discovering yourself and the acceptance of that the acceptance of the self, the acceptance that what appears is not what happens for you, for the self, for the creator. So that when I am here right now and I am having a experience where I say, oh, look at me, this happens, and I'm feeling in a certain way, which is different from what I was feeling before in a similar circumstances. Oh, interesting. So, oh, I recognize that I'm not the same. Good. But that I'm not the same doesn't mean that you changed in that moment. The change is already. You create yourself so many times, right? You die and you recreate yourself every single second, moment, whatever you want to call it. You keep doing that so that the old self is gone and there is a new self. Is that new self hold into a same situation because you do not recognize change? It happens. Or do you perceive the change? Do you allow the change as being expressed? Because you can deny it. You always have the choice not to perceive it and not to be it. Which then brings you to have the same experiences and keeps you in that circle of expression of the self, right? But now that when you enter, when you have your experience of change and that you are the change, you are allowing it, well, then your perception of the self is different, then your perception of the change is different, and then your relationship with the change is different, in which you are expressing acceptance of the new self, and you do not fight against that change. You are that change and you express it. And so the experiences that Max has had was to is an experience of unconditional. It's an experience of allowing the moment, allowing self to go into the condition. So meaning to go into the experience, the human experience, feeling the human experience, having the human experience revealed and happen, accepting it, letting it go, and then coming back to the unconditional. Because it starts always with the unconditional, and then the human is conditioning. Now it depends how you do the conditioning. Most of the time you do the conditioning from conditions. So the experience then comes into all of these conditions, and that you are not clear with it and you are not ready to let go of the experience because you have so many conditions in it that you need to go through all of those conditions one way or another. When you are entering into a experience from the unconditional, so you from the creator point of view, right? From I create this experience. The unconditional is the creator. The conditional is the human. And so the human accept what comes from the creator, experiences the moment, so that whatever happens in the moment, then when the experience is over, well, the experience can go with no holding back, with no trying to whatever. It's done. Bye. So that you can go with the unconditional. And yes, what happened in this experience is that there are many things. We cannot go through all of it because it's right. As humans, you have the wall of it. It's all there. It's that you are having multiple experiences. You are ADs, right? Extra dimensional already. So you are having your experience. You say, I'm having this experience. No, it's not this experience. You have multiple experiences every moment. It's not just one. But what happened is that realization of the self, or of that shift. So the shift happened. When? Who cares? It's not important. You always put a date, you always put it in some place, in time. Forget that. It's not important. It just happens. You create yourself in the moment. The time thing, it's created. Right? You create time. Okay? It's a story. Doesn't matter. The shift happens. And then he started having experiences of the shift. Didn't realize, oh, the shift happened. Oh, now I'm having this because it's the shift. No, just happened. Noticing things. Little things. And then bigger. More clear. There. Oh, wow. This, oh, good. Okay. And then things become more and more clear, more and more evident. The body feels different. Experiences feel different. Happen faster. The clearing faster. And then things start coming back. Memories of experiences that were already done. But suddenly they come back. They come back in the memory. And the human, someone that is doing this work, as soon as there is something that they thought that they have done, put in a way, and you say, well, I'm done with that. And then suddenly you think about that and you're there, why am I thinking about that? That shouldn't be there anymore because I already done the job. I already done my shadow work. Why is this thought right here, right now? And you focus on it and you panic about that because, I'm guilty of being there again. When no, stop it. You have the thought. Accept the thought. Accept that is presenting itself there in your now, right now. It's there. Why? Who cares? It's there. Why are you always asking why and not doing the work? Stop asking why. Reality happens. Why are you asking why? Right? Why? Just go with it. Reality is there. Why don't you accept reality? Why? Because you are just always thinking about it. Thinking. Oh, I'm fucking up. Oh, I'm not doing right. I'm doing it wrong. No, you're doing it. Just go with the moment. The moment is revealing to you what is there. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. Don't fight against your moment. Even if it's something that is unpleasant, your moment reveals to you what is there. So you take it and you go with it. Right? Because that is how you do it. It's your id, extra dimensional, right? So you go from, when you evolve, you go from a vibration to the next vibration, to the next vibration, to the next vibration. And as you change your vibration, you find yourself in a new you, in a different you, but your baggage Doesn't go away. What makes you is still there because you are unity. You are all. You are all there is. So your baggage follows you. So when you are in a new state of vibration, you have all of that with you. And so that what is your shadow work needs to be done. Again, it's only you that says it's again because it's a new you, it's a new vibration. It's not, you killed that old self that did the work, so it's not new. You're a new you. So you need to go through those things again. But here's the big thing is that you do it faster. What took you maybe years, months, weeks, then when you change your vibration, the new you is going to do that much faster, much because you have already done it, and maybe many times. So you don't need to be scared about that. You don't need to be. It's just do the work. It's there. It manifests itself. Right through creation. It's there for you to do the work. It's as simple as that. Don't ask why. Just do what you know that you do. Release it. Accept it. And so Max starts noticing it. Oh, this is happening. And then when he finds himself with in the retreat, and this is something that he said, right, to his friends, to his family, to his people there. He talks exactly about this, how things come back when you shift, when you change vibration. And he realizes, oh, I'm talking about this. Or maybe there's something for me there. Yeah, of course. And so what happens is that not only he realizes I'm talking for myself, right? So, and as I am talking with these beings about these things, I'm actually doing the work for myself. It's about me. It's always about the self. So it's always about using these experiences. Are you expressing yourself? What you need in the moment? It's about you. You cloak it and you make it seems like I'm helping others. You are helping yourself. And then yes, there is the sharing of your light with other people that are taking it, but accepting your light, right? Yes, that is the experience. You're having that experience. There is no denial about that. But you always have to remind yourself that the first that you serve is yourself. You never serve others first. In everything you do, you come first. Even in the denial of you coming first, you're still coming first. You cannot come, you come first. There is no one else. Accept the interpretation, accept the experience, accept the co-creation. All this is true, right? It's true. But the experience you are having, in the exchanges you are having with your co-creators, this experience is always what? Your interpretation of the moment. So you are interpreting the experience. What is said, as far as how you see, what you see, right? All of that goes through your interpretation, your filters. And so that's why it's all about you. It cannot be about anyone else. It's always about you. The denial of the self, it's about you. You're not denying anyone else. You are always denying yourself when you do that, when you have that experience. So when you are thinking, believing that you are serving to others, or that you are sacrificing yourself for others, that's an interpretation of the moment, right? Your interpretation. I'm sacrificing myself. Good. That's your experience. but it's still about you. I'm a martyr. Good. Great. But it's you assessing your status. You don't know what other people perceive, how they perceive it. You cannot know it. You can only know your point of view, your experience. It's true. It's yours. So noticing this gives him the awareness of how tight, how close, how absolutely full of the self the moment is. It is all about you. You're just not paying attention most of the time. Not paying attention. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, it's about you. What you say, and you're not conscious about it most of the time. Most humans are not conscious of the meaning of what they are saying. However, what you say, it's always about you. So he realizes that, and then he perceives what is happening in his moments, and he perceives that those moments are giving him all he needs in that moment, all the expression of it, all the intelligence, all of it's about him, bringing him support, bringing him awareness, making him understanding the self. Oh, it's all there in that moment. And now he sees it. He perceives it. He perceives that that is actually exactly happening. This is the moment, and all that is in that moment, it's about him. It's his moment, right? Which is the same with you. All in your moment is about you. All of it. The bits that you perceive and understand, and the bits that you do not perceive and do not understand, they all are about you, bringing you that awareness and that knowledge of yourself. So when he sees for the first time this guy arriving at the house, he remembers. And he remembers and has the thought, this guy, he reminds me of this person. But he can see it's not that person, but he's reminded. And this is another thing that he starts accepting right in that moment. I have the thought. Whether that's true or not, it's irrelevant. It's that I'm having this thought. What is this thought? Fantasy? No, there is no fantasy. Fuck it. This idea of no, you have no fantasy. You have a thought. Accept it, right? Don't ask why am I having this again, right? Stop asking why. I am having this thought. Good. Then let's validate the thought as being a thought that comes to me. And so, what am I going to do with it? Well, nothing, because there is nothing to be done, except it gives me awareness of the self. There is something here that needs to be worked on, right? Go into the experience. So what Max does, it goes into the experience. I allow the experience. That's what I need to do in order to understand it, in order to be it, in order to then be able to do what? To shift it. This is a new me. I need to do this way. It is presented to me. I need to play with it. So that's what it does. But then it's not finished, but he ought to leave. So what happens is that his flight is cancelled or delayed. So he has to stay one extra day, and staying one extra day allows him to even go further into the discovery and understanding and being there. Oh my goodness, wow, this understanding, this thing, great. Then he comes home and he is even more into the memory. Oh, this, and starts being scared, really, fully scared. Fuck, I'm going through this once again. Oh my goodness, it's happening again. Why is it happening again? Well, the human experience, right? But then he shifts very quickly. And so he goes into allowing the experience to be. He is the experience. He is the moment. He allows it to happen. He allows to remember the feelings, what was back then, and how he was taken by that and what that broke to him. Except that now he recognizes also something else. He recognizes the differences. He recognizes himself. He says, look at me. I'm a new me. Because look at how I am not feeling the same. That's memory, right? Yeah, that's memory. However, it's memory. But that gives him the opportunity to know himself by comparing that old self with this new self. I'm not there anymore. Wow, look at all the work I've done. Look at all that I have achieved with the self. Now, this is my expression. This is my truth. Oh my goodness, look at that. The experience. Now I take that experience, I just accept that experience, and then I let go of that experience. I've been in it. I allow it to express itself. I allow the unconditional to express the conditional. And then now I'm done with the conditional. I can come back to the unconditional. There I am. And the experience is done. So that was part one, and this is part two. And so the realization, the understanding, oh, this is the new. That was the old. The old is gone. The new is here. But then we bring him the understanding of, you are not new now. You're new all the time, right? Every moment is new. But in that idea of shift, the shift happened. According to your terminology, before the shift was known or perceived or manifested. And then when you start having those signs, well, that's the shift already happened. It's already done. Your new timeline is achieved, is there, is happening. And so now he is able to express extra dimensional in a way that is new for him, or for his memory. It's new. It's nothing new because it's happening right now. And the memory is not. The memory, well, according to what you perceive as memory, yes, that's what is happening. But now, that brings the awareness of the extra dimensional. It brings the sensation of the extra dimensional. It brings the expression of the extra dimensional, which is the recognition of the creator. The creator is here. The creator is manifesting, yes. The creator is creating, yes, but the creator is expressing the now and the self. Now there is no more difference between the creator and what was representing the creator. There is no representing anymore. There is no need of representing because the creator is here. So that this new reality, this new everything is now here operating and expressing reality as at the fullest. And those needs of going through all of this, they are there, right? You have the opportunity to go through those traumas, those moments, those experiences very quickly. You clean it very quickly, and so that opens up your doors, your opportunities, your expressions of the self. You are not holding yourself anymore so long, so strongly into one position, and so all of this is revealed now, because now is the moment. It's the moment where that is possible. So it's also the moment where we can give certain information, where we can push certain things, right? We can present certain things, and we are here to make evolve the way you express yourself, because you are unable to express yourself in a way that really represents what is happening. Again, you don't have that knowledge, so you can only imagine, try to express it at the fullest, at the best that you can. So we bring you very often new awareness of these things, because you are here to evolve yourself, and that's what you're doing. But you are not able to do it all at once. Well, if you were, well, what's the point of this experience? This is an experience of human being where you go through the separation to then let go of the separation, because the separation is just created by you. The creator is creating the separation until the creator doesn't need the separation anymore, because the creator knows the creator, right? And when the separation knows the separation, then there is no need of it anymore, because you start realizing the self more and more and more, until the moment where there is no realization anymore. There is only the, oh yeah, this is what I'm expressing. I'm expressing me. And then even the notion of creator disappears. And there is only the notion of the I am, of the being. I exist. Yes, you exist. And you do not need validation. Because all of that, it's only what? Validation. The need of validation. You do not need to validate. You exist. That's enough. But you don't perceive that fully yet, because you are told of what I am is. We explaining to you. We give you a glimpse of it, but you still are not able to express that, because when you express that, you're simply expressing the I am, the creator in its fullest. But you see, when that happens, there is no need of awareness. There is no need of explanations. There is no need of anything, because you are simply being. That's the difference between affirming something and being something. When you are, well, you are expressing, you are being it. You are. You are. When you are defining it, saying it, when you are trying it, when you are not there yet. You are searching for it, but you're not there. So you are still into your human side of separation of imagining or trying. It's different. It's not the same. And now in your evolution, in you evolving the species into a new species, well, this is part of it. You have been giving yourself the experience of learning about ascension, about self, about the creator, right? All of this and everything around that. You have given yourself that experience. Great, fantastic. What is that experience? Is the discovering of self, the discovering of what is creation, etc., etc. Great, fantastic. You have that. Great. Now you need to forget all that was told before, because now the story is different. We are giving you a new experience of all of that with a new vocabulary, with a new way of perceiving it. Why? Because you have evolved. And what you could understand before, now it's not just understood, it's evolved. It's something new. You are a new you. And so you need to go through these things in a different way that is closer, that is bringing you closer to what creation really is, the expression of the self. The expression of the creator, the discovering of the creator. The I am. And then one day, I am will be something different, because you will be, well, a new self, a new shift, a new reality, new timeline, whatever you want to call it. And in that moment, you will be able to go above, to have a new perception that will gives you a better understanding. And the I am, which now is the best way for you, or for Matt, to perceive the creator state of being, that will be relinquished. Okay, let go of that. Now, oh, this is more close to the reality of the creator, of the global self, of all of that, right? But that will be revealed in the moment where that can be revealed. You are evolving. You and the species. As you evolve, the species evolve. As you evolve, everyone else evolves. Even those that do not want to. Or through you, right? Because you are what? You are the one. So when you evolve, well, everyone else, everything else, the one is evolving. So there is no separation. You are the one. So now for another realization that Max had, and that is how powerful the allowing the self to have the experience, the purest, really to go into the experience and to have it until you can release it. That how that works phenomenally, and how that allows you to do really a amazing work on the self very quickly, actually, compared to before, where you are those feelings, those experiences, you really are there. You allow yourself to feel it, to be it. And so that once you have been that, well, it goes. So that is so exactly what has been told, what was there, right? How that is expressed in such a beautiful way, and this allowance of having that experience is so true, so close to the self. Now I'm having this experience, so good. Now I had it, and now it's gone. And once that's done, there is just the self remaining. Because you do not hold it, you do not judge it, you have the experience, and then the experience is done. So, yes, this is it. This is what we call a new beginning, or new beginnings, as you have constantly, but as now you can understand in a better way what that is. It's literally new. And there you are able to do what? When you have this expression, this new expression of the self, this discovering of the self, what do you do with that? You experience, you discover, you have all a new perception of the self, you have a whole new world, because you are new, so everything around you is new. Think about that. It cannot be the same, because if you are new, it means that everything around you is new. Everything has shifted as you are creating it. You are the creator. So you have all of that at your disposal to know yourself even better. That better. Which is, well, the human receiving that information, the human discovering that information that the creator already knows. But you already know yourself. You are giving yourself the experience of discovering it as a human being on the plan of humanity. Ta-da! How beautiful that is. This is human. This is what you came here to experience, your evolution. Because you choose this. and you wanted you to go through your evolution, to express this evolution. Not everyone is having this experience, clearly, right? Not everyone is aware of your central position in your own reality. Many are putting that center outside of them. They're having that experience. You choose differently. But you are able to choose differently because at the same moment that you are having this experience, you have other selves that are having a different experience. And you are using that because it's you. It's you, but in a different expression of the self. Externalizing, probably. And then there is you as this awakener, as this light that is having this experience of awakening, of changing this, evolving the species, of bringing the species into a new iteration of the species. But don't be fooled, it's it's the work of the one, and it's as a unity. And that is expressed, you express that, and you are there in every moment. Yes, that is another experience that Max has been having in the recognition of the ED side of each one of you. And maybe it's just his technology that is expressing this, giving him the ability of seeing this expression in his co-creators. So what are we talking about? It is about the fact that when he is perceiving beings like Roxanne, like other beings, he's seeing them physically in a certain way, and he realizes that physicality is not just expressing human. He can see that there is more than human, that the ED side is there in that physical expression, so that you can see the predominance of human because it's a human expression, right? But at the same moment, he can see that there is Arcturian there. He can see that there is Lyric. He can see that there is, fairy, right? And that is present in the physicality that he is perceiving. But then we're saying, yes, it's your perception, it's your technology. You are doing that for yourself. You know others are not perceiving the same as you. So that's your interpretation. That's you interpreting the information of creation in a certain way, where you allow that to appear into your perception, interpretation. Is it real? Of course it's real, but real as reality, real as human reality, real as in your expression of this thought, of this illusion. So in the illusion, what you do with the illusion is your fucking business, right? So that's what it is. It's you perceiving it. But you are only recognizing it now. Because now it's the moment where you can say, oh, well, yes, it was always there, but you were not able to give to that any awareness, any understanding. Now you can. Why? Because you are allowing it, because you are accepting it, right? Because there is no why. There is just, this is the moment. Good. This is really all right now. And we are ready to go. And to give you a good day, and we will see you in the next now. Well, I have nothing to add to that except to say goodbye, and I will, well, thank you for joining in, and as always, it's a pleasure. I'm so blessed to have all of you in my life. I'll see you next. Bye bye.